Come on, Melissa, what you doing, girl? We've been on here 7 hours, girl. Bring your ass. Come on. What up, girl?
What's going on?
You did a really good job. You did a really fucking good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Kudos, girl.
Yes.
Thank you.
Spill it on us. So, okay, well, hold on. First, was you nervous? I gotta ask, was you nervous?
Oh, absolutely. I think it was very unfair how that courtroom was handled, you know, and even though the outcome, well, I think the outcome was indicative of the lack of evidence, but still, I think the way it was conducted in that courtroom was completely inappropriate.
Yeah, I don't think it was fair, like, at all. At all. Like, she cut you off so many times. I was so pissed at so many different times.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys are just as exhausted as I was, so.
Probably not as exhausted, but almost.
Yeah, it was crazy. But as you were ending and, you know, I had just gotten the findings, I was like, you know what? This is the most appropriate time to read them. So I figured, let's just do it.
Absolutely.
All right. So are you guys ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Ready as we'll ever be.
All right. So it says findings of fact, analysis, and conclusions of law. 1. The parties both operate YouTube channels that focus on the true crime genre. In April of 2021, respondent participated in an online panel with petitioner. Respondent subsequently contacted petitioner concerning a case petitioner was featuring on her YouTube channel. Over the next several days, they sent communications that were flirtatious in nature. Respondent also sent petitioner a video in which she appeared topless. On May 21st, 2021, petitioner informed respondent she was not comfortable engaging in such further contact. Petitioner felt guilty because she was beginning a relationship with someone else identified as Allie. Petitioner shared the parties' messages with Allie. Respondent learned that petitioner had disclosed their communications, including those containing sexual content. 2. This then led to respondent participating in an online forum that the parties referred to as the Sex Panel. The Sex Panel was organized by Natasha Cooper. According to petitioner, approximately 16 victims participated in the forum and made salacious accusations against her, including falsely alleging that she was a sexual predator. Respondent testified that she was hearing from others about things petitioner was doing, including that petitioner was pitting YouTube creators against each other. Respondent participated in the sex panel because petitioner had shared nude images of her. She denied that she accused petitioner of being a sexual predator. 3. However, in June of 2021, respondent apologized for participating in the panel, though she maintained that everything she said was truthful. Petitioner accepted her apology, telling respondent that she wanted to get to the bottom of who set it up. 4. During this time frame, petitioner was starting to put the pieces together that she was being targeted by several individuals who were all connected. Petitioner testified that multiple women had direct messaged her, sexually baited her, and then engaged in blackmail. She believes that other YouTube creators were jealous because she was quickly generating a following, and they wanted to sabotage her. Petitioner accepted respondent's apology. Petitioner then spent the ensuing months continuing to develop her YouTube channel, investigating who was targeting her, and trying to clear her name. 5. Throughout 2021 to date, petitioner continues to have issues with multiple people who she alleges are extensively trolling and harassing her, trying to harm her business and personal relationships, and to impact her mental well-being. Notably, in 2022, Vanessa, who operates a YouTube channel Unmasked, was granted a protection order against petitioner by a Colorado court. Petitioner was not successful in seeking her own order of protection against Vanessa in this court, but petitioner did obtain a protection order against YouTube creator Aunt Lala. 6. Turning back to respondent, the parties agree that their last direct interactions occurred in late 2021. However, in the spring of 2023, petitioner was given a copy of a private group chat between respondent, Aunt Lala, and another individual, Andrea Powers. These individuals conversed extensively about petitioner from January through May of 2022. Much of petitioner's evidence focused on respondent's conduct in 2021 and the statements made in the 2022 group chat. Petitioner exhaustively cross-examined respondent on these issues. Petitioner sought to prove that respondent remains heavily involved in an ongoing scheme to harass, discredit, and ruin her. Petitioner accused respondent of engaging in or being responsible for third-party harassment. 7. What petitioner failed to do was present sufficient evidence that she presently is the victim of conduct that rises to the level of menacing by stalking. Proving that respondent may have participated in such acts in 2021 or 2022 would not warrant the issuance of a protection order at this time. This is because a protection order is not punitive, but rather is issued to provide safety and protection. However, the circumstances must show a likelihood of future misconduct absent the issuance of a protection order. The recent case of Tucker versus UHL is highly instructive. The next three numbers reference that case, so I'm just not going to get into that. And so number 11 goes on to say, here, respondent and petitioner last communicated at the end of 2021. Respondent credibly testified that she is not engaging in conduct to interfere with petitioner's personal life or business or her professional business. Respondent admits that she privately speaks to other individuals about the ongoing dispute and rivalry between all the players. But petitioner did not substantiate that respondent is acting in concert with these people or inciting them to engage in harassment. Moreover, petitioner primarily presented conclusory evidence as to the current incidents. She did not substantiate that the conduct met the legal definition of menacing, nor did she sufficiently connect respondent to the events. For instance, petitioner proved that respondent gave James access to the private group chat. James subsequently used a photograph that someone had taken of petitioner during the Colorado court proceeding to create a meme contest mocking her. Because this photograph had been uploaded in the private group chat, petitioner speculates that this is where he obtained it. James' posting of the meme is likely protected by the First Amendment. Regardless, the evidence does not establish that respondent acted in concert with him or encouraged his actions. Respondent credibly testified that she does not agree with everything James does, but he is nonetheless her friend. 12. Notably, petitioner herself is conflicted about respondent's true role and involvement, and she presented varying theories regarding respondent's participation. At times, petitioner suggested respondent was also a victim. Petitioner implied that she would dismiss this action if respondent admitted that she had been fed lies about petitioner by other individuals. But petitioner also alleged respondent was doing the bidding of others to curry favor with them in the hopes that they would help her develop and grow her own YouTube channel. Yet, petitioner claimed respondent's lies and manipulation set into motion the coordinated campaign of harassment and that everyone is essentially acting at respondent's direction and control. Petitioner was all over the place in presenting her case and seeking to establish why a protection order would be issued. 13. Petitioner showed that in 2021 and 2022, respondent engaged in conduct that petitioner finds to be offensive, vexing, and harassing, and that respondent remains friends and is affiliated with other individuals who continue to harass her. Respondent proved that she regrets participating in the sex panel, wants no contact with petitioner, and is not actively interfering with petitioner's life, nor encouraging anyone to do so. The magistrates find petitioner has not established that a protection order is necessary and that order needs to be put in place to ensure her safety from the respondent. Petitioner failed to present evidence of a recent pattern of incidents involving threats or violence or other acts by respondent that knowingly caused the petitioner to be in fear of physical harm or mental distress, and that are actionable under RC 2903.211 and another one, and the petition is therefore denied. And then there's an adoption of decision and order by the judge who presides over that says the full hearing proceeding was referred to the undersigned magistrate. The court has reviewed the magistrate's decision and finds no error of law or other defect evident on the face of the order, and accordingly, the court adopts the decision as its own, and the petition is hereby denied.
Oh, you mean LO is a lahoozer? Okay.
Yep.
Denied.
It just reminds me of like that Billy Madison scene where it's like after all of that incoherent rambling, you know, it's, oh my God.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
And I really was worried there for a second because how the magistrate was handling it.
Right.
I just felt, because I expected it from her. I was prepared for her. I wasn't prepared for the magistrate, honestly. And so it was very stressful. But
well,
the truth.
I don't think
prevails.
really. I mean, there's a lot of people who said, "Just go ahead. Why don't you just go ahead and take it?" And I even joked,
no,
just, But I don't think people realize if you just go ahead and take it, what it will cause in your life, and what you have to do and what you can and can't do. I don't think people realize how big of a deal those are.
Well, and I think what people have to realize is that she wins even though she loses. She wins because I have not spoken. This right here, this is huge for me. I do not speak about this. So even me getting up here, even me making a comment in your chat, this is more than I've done in a long, long time. And so she wins even though she loses because 2 years I haven't spoken about anything, and so it felt like that just went down the drain, and that's, I was getting mad at the magistrate because it's like, hey, like I put in a lot of work to be quiet and avoided all of this, and everything she's always wanted to ask, everything she always wanted to know, she now 14 hours, like of all that she she got what she wanted even without getting what she wanted. So she won and she gets to use it, and so she's just going to use it to further harass, and to even be forced to have to put people's real names out there. The magistrate was overruling my objection for relevance. She doesn't understand. You are making me put people's names out there that is going to cause them to be harassed. An innocent screenshot that they provided to me to help me, like,
right.
Hey, I grabbed this for you. You do not understand that you are putting them in harm's way. And it really sucks. And I really just hope that if anybody lands themselves in the courtroom, which they will, it's just a matter of time, that they won't suffer the same fate that I had to suffer and people before me had to suffer, because that was brutal.
Yeah, I'm actually going through something similar. So
yeah. I wish you all the best with it, and if you could afford a lawyer, get a lawyer, because it kind of, they screw you in that instance.
And I did get help, and I do have a badass lawyer. Actually, he's
God,
fucking badass. So
thank goodness.
Yeah, it'll be a whole different outcome for us, and you know what I'm saying, a whole different situation for us, but similar situation though.
Yeah. But I appreciate all the support, and you guys are great, and so I just wanted to come up and say that, and now you guys have kind of the ending, and it worked out kind of with perfect timing because you got through all of that footage. It was long. I swear it was even longer in real life. It felt like it went on for eternity. But I just got that in the mail, and so I figured here's the findings. And
I was so glad when you popped in here and said it was denied. I'm like, oh my God, all this work. And then Lynn, she put in a lot of work. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. But you know what? We went through some like 7 hours. So when you came in and gave that good news, I was like, oh my God, that is super good news. You know, you guys worked really hard, really freaking hard.
Yeah. So, and I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so I'll hop back down, but thank you for everything. And I just wanted to hop up and do that. So
absolutely,
I'll be down in
baby.
the chat.
Thank you for popping up. I appreciate you.
No problem. All right. Bye, guys.
And just one last little thing I want to say, and then I'll pop down, Queen, is I think we can all agree that that was horrible, right? What
absolutely. Yeah. It was really fucked up what she had to go through. Yeah.
Lana does that to true crime victims and families all the time too. So they're going through the loss of their person, or they're going through the accusation of somebody in their family. And then Lana starts her stalking behavior on them, and then starts posting all kinds of sexualized bullshit on them and accuses them of murder. So that's to me is so above and beyond. Like, I'm not saying above and beyond this. It's just we have to recognize that she doesn't. There's no quarter for anybody in her world. So that's all. Anyway, thank you so much for having me here this whole time, and very much congratulations for hitting your 15K during this live.
Yes, absolutely. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, we're about 15 off, so that was pretty neat.
Congratulations.
But I appreciate you coming up too, and thank you for letting me play this as well and go over it, because it is a lot. But you know what? Like you said, it's horrible, and you girls, all y'all have been through a lot. Vanessa, you, Melissa, you know what I mean? All y'all, which I mean, Aunt Lala, all you ladies, you know, I'm sure there's ladies I'm leaving out, but y'all have been through y'all have been through some serious bullshit.
Yep, there's lots of people on YouTube, and there's also people involved with YouTube who are long gone from YouTube because of this. So, right, still being harassed. So anyway,
well, that's why we initially, went hard on Dolly and Betty and everybody else for, because of the tragedy pimping, messing with families, going and standing outside families' homes and harassing them and doing things to these families who have murder victims, or their families, like they've lost their kids, or they're, a family member in some way, shape, or form.
Yep, exactly. All right. Good night, everyone.
I appreciate you
for the support in the chat, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right. We'll see you later, baby. Thank you, guys.